Hey everybody, welcome back to Spillage Studios. Welcome back to 31 Nights of Halloween. Back with another review. This time it's my turn again. And for this movie, I'm doing a pretty recent movie. Literally just came out on streaming last night. I'm doing Primitive War. I watched it last night. I've been really, really excited for this. I'm super autistic. I love dinosaurs. And I feel like we don't get a lot of good dinosaur movies anymore because I feel like the market is really oversaturated by the terrible Jurassic World movies. And I was like super hyped for this, and I had seen some trailers, but I didn't want to see too much. And so last night I jumped in, and I will say, you know, it's so the premise of the movie is that it takes place in Vietnam. It follows a long range recon team in Vietnam who gets sent to this valley, and basically there's dinosaurs in the valley, and there's a whole plot line behind it as to why they're there that gets explained later. But what I thought was interesting was the first like 20, 25 minutes of the movie feel like a parody. Like, because it's very like cliche Vietnam stuff. It's got the cliche music. There's all kinds of like very colorful characters. Like the whole squad, there's like a guy who like loves like sex and smokes cigarettes and stuff. There's like a crazy guy. There's like the new kid. There's like the hard ass leader guy. And so it's a cool little cast of like soldier type characters. And the whole first 20 minutes, it kind of has that Predator feel where the opening scene teases the dinosaurs, but the first like little beginning of the movie has no dinosaurs in it. They just are like doing like Vietnam like soldier stuff, and it's really cool. I think some of the cinematography is really really great too. Even in the beginning, like, they started to show it off. Like they do this really cool overhead shot of them like clearing buildings and stuff. And so that like kind of locked me in. But like I really did think they were not taking the premise seriously in the beginning. I thought it was kind of going for like a goofy parody style thing. And then as soon as the whole like main plot starts where the soldiers get into the valley, it starts taking itself 100% seriously. It's very gory. Like I will say there's some really heavy gore in this movie. So if you're into that, it'll be good for that. If you're not, you're going to have to shut your eyes for some of it. The CGI you can tell is not absolute top tier, but I will say the dinosaur CGI is pretty damn good for a movie that I don't think had like an insane budget. And also there's a shot that I really wanted to talk about. There's this scene where it might be in the trailer, but there's a scene where like the patrol team is walking through like a field of tall grass, and behind them is like the mountains of Vietnam. And if you didn't know anything about visual effects, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's a comp shot. Like I paused it and looked at it, you can see the ridgeline where they like comp in the background, but it's a beautiful shot, and like the whole movie is full of that kind of stuff. All the Russian characters in the movie are clearly just English actors doing like fake Russian accents, and it's kind of funny actually because they're like not taking it very seriously. But I will say like it's a super fun action movie, and it's a pretty good horror movie too. I mean, there's some really tense like thrilling like thriller horror-esque moments. Um and it really gripped me, and I was like genuinely surprised as to how well done it was. Some of the characters are a little goofy, like it's not taking itself so seriously, but I think that almost works. Um, and yeah, I really really enjoyed it. I would say out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. It was really, it actually kind of went over my expectations for everything, and it gets like kind of sci-fi at the end, weird with like how the plot goes. And the emotional like moments between the characters are actually really really good. Like all the soldier characters have personalities, you get attached to them, and it's really interesting to see where they go with it. A lot of things are foreshadowed and set up really well. It's just all around, it's a good movie. It's a really solid movie. I recommend anybody who's interested in that kind of stuff to watch it. And I don't know, you guys have anything to add?
Welcome to
I do.
Nam.
Yeah, Pat, what did you have to say?
Um, I think it sounds like everything like Jurassic World should have been
Yeah, it's what
and
they should have been doing with those kind of movies. Yeah, absolutely. But you need that
and
R
it's just
rating.
like crazy too that I think I read it was like a $25 million budget or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's clearly a small
So
budget
like
and a small team.
yeah, just like imagine if they had like the Jurassic World budget.
Well, even then,
Like that's
what
what
they
it should
did
have
with the
been.
budget they did have is actually so impressive. Like I think genuinely so impressive. Because it really does like sell you on the time period and the world. Um, and I found that to be really impressive. Like even outside of the dinosaur stuff, like all the stuff that's not dinosaur related, it's just a good like Vietnam movie too. And so I was really engaged with it. It's definitely what the Jurassic World movies could be doing, but you need that R rating to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I think that
completely
R
agree.
rating does also add a lot because you can do stuff with the dinosaurs and make them terrifying and violent on a level you can't. Normally. There's a really crazy scene, like in like towards like the middle of the movie, where like some dinosaurs attack some characters, and it's like disgustingly gory, actually. I was like very surprised, but I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend. I actually hope it's one of the movies
Yeah.
that we do because I'd love to talk more about it. I think you guys would really enjoy it. Ethan, did you have any questions, comments, concerns?
Uh, what dinosaurs are featured?
It's a lot of raptors. As far as antagonist dinosaurs, it's a lot of raptors. They have like the small raptors, and then there's like the bigger raptors. And the raptors are like intelligent, so they like do like they stalk them basically throughout the whole movie, and they're like the main threat because the raptors are the ones that are actually like hunting them. And then there's a male and female T Rex, and there's kind of a story behind that because they're like they go into like how the T Rexes are like protecting their babies and stuff, which I know we've seen in other dinosaur media, but the way they handle it is really cool, and it foreshadows stuff later in the movie. And so there's some T Rexes, and then you see like Brachiosaurus, like long neck dinosaurs, and a bunch of other herbivores like in the world, like walking around, and they're pretty much harmless. They don't really do anything. It's kind of just to like show the shots of it, and then there's like pterodons. There's like a pterodon scene that's pretty cool. And then at the end credits, this isn't really a spoiler because it's the end credits, but the end credits I thought were really fun because they took real Vietnam War footage and like comped in dinosaurs to it at the
That's
end,
wild.
which I really appreciated. It's like during the end credits, I thought that was really cute. So it also seems like it was just a movie that people wanted to make. Do you know what I mean? Like there was clearly
Yeah.
passion behind it. Like you can tell that it wasn't just like a studio hack job. Like they really wanted to make this movie.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really
I
enjoyed
think
it.
it's on my watch list. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess we'll if
What
nobody
was
has
the rating
anything.
out of 10?
Oh, 8 out of 10. 4 out of 5. I would say a 79 out of 100.
79.
Yeah, I just wanted to go a little low because there's a few like scenes where it does take you out of it a little bit. I feel like, but it's not enough to ruin the movie. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm someone who like is into movies and stuff like that, so I notice it. But other than that, there's also one character who I think is like kind of too comically like over the top. There's like a commanding officer character who like is a recurring thing throughout the movie, and he's kind of like too comically over the top for me. But then at the end, it kind of wraps it up and it works. So
Okay. That's fair.
right on. All right, well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.